Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. These stories are for anyone who's learned the hard way that words can change everything. Some sentences can never be taken back once they escape your lips. They don't just sting and disappear. They lodge themselves deep, echoing in the silence long after the argument is over. I learned that too late, with a man who once believed I was his entire world. Michael was never the type to demand attention. He wasn't loud, charming, or trying to impress anyone. He was steady, grounded, the kind of man who believed love wasn't something you showed off, it was something you practiced every single day. He worked long hours, came home worn down, and still found the energy to fix what was broken or sit beside our daughter while she struggled through her homework. For a long time that consistency felt like enough. Until one day it didn't. Without realizing it, I began comparing him to other men. Men who seemed smoother, bolder, more confident. And in measuring him against what glittered, I stopped seeing what endured. My irritation sharpened into resentment. And I started aiming my bitterness at the one place I knew would hurt him most. The fight itself was pointless. Something small, forgettable, unwashed dishes, raised voices, tempers flaring. And then I crossed a line I can never erase. I told him he wasn't the man he thought he was. The moment the words landed, I watched something inside him shut off. He didn't yell. He didn't argue. He didn't try to defend himself. He went silent. His expression emptied. His body stiffened. And without saying a word, he walked out of the room. I brushed it off. Couples fight. People say cruel things. I told myself it would fade like every other argument. It didn't. From that night forward, Michael looked at me differently. The warmth, even the fire that once existed during disagreements, was gone. What replaced it was worse than anger. A cold, controlled distance. He still did everything right. He worked, provided, showed up for our child. But with me, he became unreachable. He listened but without warmth. He spoke but without softness. His laughter disappeared. The affection in his eyes was replaced with caution. When he looked at me, it felt like he was studying a stranger. I tried to undo what I had done. I cooked his favorite meals, dressed up, planned getaways. I apologized, quietly, desperately, whispering into the darkness beside him, hoping he would turn toward me. He never did. He lay still, staring at the ceiling, as if my words had built a wall he no longer wanted to cross. That's when the truth finally hit me. I hadn't just insulted him. I had shattered the part of him that took pride in being a good husband, a good father, a good man for me. And once that was broken, nothing I offered could replace it. Our home split in two without ever changing shape. We shared meals, a bed, a routine, but not a life. The silence grew heavier with time. He stopped reaching for my hand, stopped kissing my forehead goodbye. His phone replaced our late-night conversations. One night I finally broke down in front of him. I begged, not for forgiveness, but for a way to fix what I had destroyed. He looked at me calmly and said, "Some things don't heal. Some things stay broken." That sentence ended the last of my hope. He didn't leave. He didn't explode. He simply closed himself off. And now, every time I see that distance in his eyes, I know exactly who put it there. All I can do is wonder, when the silence finally becomes unbearable, will he walk away and never come back?